Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting a special privilege. We're going to deliver a Huracan Evo for a customer. He hasn't seen it yet, neither have we. We just got the call that it was being transported down here from Chicago. Got the call because we're going to be installing a capristo valve controller while we're at it. And that's how he found us. So looks like got to transport. I think so, man. If they're not here, he's parked a little weird, but if they're not here for us, we're going to go spy on them anyway.
You know what color it is?
I think it's blue. I know he told me on the phone that it was a spec that he'd been looking for a long time and couldn't find, and finally found it out of Chicago, and then called us to make it louder because it was too quiet. We appreciate it, Jeff, for the business. Let's go see your new car. You got a Lamborghini for me?
Hi, yeah.
Oh, that's not the blue I was expecting.
Me either. I was thinking the dark blue one.
Yeah, that's sick.
That good.
Hell yeah. That is not.
Just kidding. Good. Yep.
I got the key.
We got the key. Is it a good or bad thing that we got delivery before the owner did?
I would say good for him.
Special privilege too. No, he's again, he's out of town, so he called us to take delivery of it, and then we're going to be working on it as well. So it's a really sought after spec that he's been hunting for a while. The only thing that was a downfall for him was he's not quite happy with the sound. So we will start with doing the valve controller to get it to open up fully. If that's not loud enough, then we'll come back and we'll put a catback system on it.
Sounds spicy.
Apparently the valves don't open up 100%, so I mean they open some. You can tell in course mode, Lambo things.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it more spicy. Alright, so now that we got the car inside, you know, as discussed earlier, we're going to be doing the valve controller from Capristo. This gentleman did not want to affect any warranty. This car is practically brand new, but he does want the valves to be open, things of that nature when he wants them to. So we got their controller from them. Depending on your model of car, this is available in a few different configurations. If you have 2 valve solenoids, then you'll have a second harness, which we don't have on this model on the Huracan. So pretty simple, plug and play unit, plugs in over here, then you'll ground the wire. Your other wire is your antenna, zip tie it up out of the way, plug in your controller and make sure that it works good. So, controller with all your settings. These can be programmed for different variations, such as you can reset it back to stock, you can hold it to where they're open on startup, close on startup, etc., etc. So they do have some configurations there. Book talks about that. Other than that, time to tear it down. On Huracans, the solenoid should be in the passenger side. So pull the wheel off, pull the fender liner, and we should be able to see it. This one's a spyder, so I'm going to go through the fender liner. You can also, on the coupes, you can pull the trim off the top of the engine bay, and over by the coolant bottle you can get to it there as well. So 2 different ways to do it. On the Spyder, I don't want to fool with it, so we're going to go through the fender liner. Alright, so fender liner's out, and as we discussed, our solenoid valve is right here. If you're second guessing yourself, you can always just look at the lines and you can see it tees into from here to the hard line that goes into the valve itself. And like I say, on this car there's just the one, it tees off of both of them. So I will start plugging this in. We know we have power operation because we're lit up and it's making changes on the left side when I'm pushing the buttons, but the valves aren't moving. So I need to figure out. Okay, so now that the system is complete and installed in, let's give you guys an overview on what we did. So this port, factory solenoid, real simple, plug and play, can't get it backwards, is what it is. This one, being a Spyder, I wanted to be able to access it, so we took the harness and the controller and we moved it up here. Show you where that's at in a second, but took the harness out of the way. The ground point, we used the main chassis ground that's already here, so existing ground's real easy to do there. Throw the fender liner back in it and we're done. So if we move forward, we'll go up top to where the actual box is that controls it, and then we'll kind of talk about that. Alright, so now that we got the car lowered, again, as I mentioned, I wanted this thing to be accessible, and the reason being, this works in two different operations. You have normal and reverse, and if I would have tucked it up in that fender liner and put the wheel and everything back on, we'd have been screwed. So it uses a magnet, and this sensor right here, where the magnet is, there's a sensor on each side, and you can just hold that magnet up to it and it will change the way the system operates. So for example, you know, 1 would be closed and 2 would be open. If you get all this installed and your valves aren't working, hover the magnet on it, it will change operation and you can try it again. And in this case, on this Huracan Evo, works in reverse. If you plug it in out the box and it doesn't work, switch it up with your magnet, comes with the kit, try it again. Torque the wheel to its ungodly 600 Newton meters of torque, and then we'll fire this thing up. That's a lot. She's done.
Yeah.